This is my TNA Victory Road 2008 predictions. First matchup will be a grudge match between Sanjay Dutt versus Jay Lethal. And these two could have a very good match. If given about 15 to 20 minutes, this is going to be a very good match. Probably a lot of good back and forth action, very fast-paced match. Could be very enjoyable. I actually got to say, this pay-per-view on card, other than the main event and possibly the tag match, looks like it could be a potentially good pay-per-view. So hopefully TNA does two good back-to-back pay-per-views. As for the Jay Lethal and Sanjay Dutt match, I see them continuing this feud. So probably continuing this feud, you would have to have Sanjay Dutt pick up the victory in this match. And I see them two having a feud probably up until Bound for Glory, where it will culminate, and that's where it will end. And either, just a street fight or something like that, or some type of gimmick match, but could possibly be a very good match. Next matchup will be for the TNA Knockouts title between new TNA Knockout champion Taylor Wilde, aka Chantel Taylor, versus Amazing Kong. And not that much familiar with Taylor Wilde or Chantel Taylor, whichever one you want to refer to her as. But Amazing Kong's a great talent, so this could possibly be a good women's match. But the other knockout match later on the night is going to be probably better, at least most likely it will be better than this match. I see since on this recent Impact, Taylor Wilde got the upset victory on Amazing Kong. Can't see Amazing Kong getting the title back yet because I see them, pushing Taylor Wilde a little bit because I think a lot of people backstage are very high on her, so I see her holding the title for a little while, and it would be pointless to have her lose it already back to Amazing Kong since they built it up. No one could beat Amazing Kong in this $25,000 challenge, so I think it would be the better choice to have Taylor Wilde retain. Then the next match it'll probably be later on the show. I'm just reading in the order I see it. The Gail Kim versus Angelina Love match. And this could be a very good match. I've been liking the way they've been building this up with the little vignettes about, talking about their so-called, building as a storyline. They have had so-called heat for a long time back to their Border City Wrestling days. And, these two are very good. Gail Kim's a tremendous talent. I got to say, Velvet Sky and Angelina Love with this beautiful people gimmick they are doing a great job with it. And I'm glad with the TNA Knockouts division, not only are you seeing the women have good characters and not really cheesy characters, and you're actually seeing them showcase their talent as well. So this could be a very good match. I'm thinking out of the two, this will probably be the better of the two knockout matches, but looking forward to both of them. Amazing Kong against anyone pretty much I find enjoyable. So, that could be, both of them could be good matches, and like the Dutt and Lethal match is going to be good. Then up next will be the World X Cup Finals. Not really sure how they're doing this. I've heard, they're doing some type of elimination tag with all four teams. Then it's going to end in a Ultimate X match, which I do know they're doing the Ultimate X match. I just don't know how they're doing it. Are they doing two separate matches, or they're doing just an elimination tag, then the Ultimate X? But definitely this could be very good. As far as the participants I would like to see in the Ultimate X portion of the match, obviously TNA, you're probably most likely going to see Kaz be the team captain. Team International, I would say you would see Daivari, since out of the four on that team, he would fit the best in an Ultimate X match. Because Doug Williams is a tremendous talent and a great talent. I'm glad TNA is possibly going to be signing him and keeping him on, for future impacts. I don't know when they're going to sign him, but TNA is definitely interested in using him. I'm hoping that Doug Williams does get used by TNA because he's a very great talent. Probably, easily the second best British wrestler, just behind Nigel McGuinness. But if I would probably say wrestling skills, I would say obviously Doug Williams is probably the best gifted British wrestler and one of the top underrated wrestlers in the world, I would say. He's definitely a tremendous talent. Like I said, I would see Daivari, he would fit more into the Ultimate X match. Team Japan, I know they got Milano Collection AT, and Doi and Yoshino. I would probably say, I would either have Doi and Yoshino be in the Ultimate X match, because Milano Collection, I don't know how he would fit in Ultimate X match because he's kind of like Doug Williams. He's kind of technical based, and he's better utilized as a technical wrestler than a high flyer. So Don't know where TNA is going to go. And Team Mexico, I'm not sure of all the people in it, but probably, Ray Bucanero or Voldar Jr. will probably be in the Ultimate X match. But definitely, the World X Cup has been very good, so possibly we see, I know they're doing an Ultimate X match, but the Elimination Tag before it probably be good. So far on this pay-per-view, nothing really bad. Then the next matchup is going to be a 6-man tag with the fans pick the stipulation, which most likely it's going to be Full Metal Mayhem between AJ Styles. Let me just make sure I got all the people. AJ Styles, Christian Cage, Rhino versus Team 3D and Kurt Angle. And definitely this could be a very good match. It's probably going to be a lot of good brawling in here. Just, a very good match and probably really enjoyable, I would say. Kurt Angle and AJ Styles, they worked well together at Slammiversary. Hopefully in this match, since Kurt Angle's a little banged up and still a little injured, he doesn't get hurt in this match, because I do think they need to have him take a little break to heal up his injuries. But, putting a 6-man tag together, that will eliminate him in the match for a little bit, so that'd be a good thing. Team 3D versus, Rhino and Cage in this match, that could work out well. Kurt Angle and AJ Styles, Kurt Angle and Christian Cage, they've worked well together, so looking forward to that match. Could be very good. Now on to the 2 matches that are probably not going to deliver and probably not going to be that good, which is Beer Money Incorporated of James Storm and Robert Roode versus LAX of Homicide and Hot Stuff Fernandez. And this I cannot see being a good match. James Storm is a good tag team wrestler, as everyone has seen from his AMW time, but Robert Roode is not that good of a wrestler, and he's going to be the part of this match is really going to hurt it. LAX, they're a great tag team, but this is not going to be a good match. The good thing about Robert Roode and James Storm, they do get good heel heat, so that'll be the one thing. Obviously, with the fans' revenge match stipulation in this, with the fans being out there, you'll see them getting involved in this match. So it's just going to be probably a decent match. Pretty much just one of those gimmick-fied matches that probably is not going to be that good. And with the stipulation and everything behind it, I see LAX retaining the TNA tag titles. Then you got the main event between Samoa Joe versus Booker T for the TNA World Heavyweight title. And this match is a match I'm not looking forward to at all, and it will really, really shock me if it turns out to be, even a good match. Obviously, it would even shock me even further if it's actually a great match. Booker T is a good talent, but, he's getting up there with his age, and he's not as good as what he once was in the ring, and I cannot see these two meshing well in the ring and putting on a good match. Samoa Joe, his title reign has not been the greatest. He had, at this point, at this pay-per-view, he would have it for 3 months, and I don't see them ending Samoa Joe's title reign, even though, Booker T is a former WWE guy, and they are in his hometown, but I can't see Samoa Joe and TNA ending Samoa Joe's title reign quite yet, so most likely you're going to see Samoa Joe retain the TNA World title in a probably very lackluster main event. That's the one thing of this pay-per-view that's hurting the pay-per-view a lot, and hurting anyone that's probably going to want to buy the pay-per-view, because I feel you have to deliver something great as a main event. If you don't have the world title on the line in the main event, you have to have something that people are going to want to go out their way and buy it. And the Samoa Joe versus Booker T match, at least in my opinion, not a match that I'm saying, oh God, I got to see this, I got to buy this pay-per-view. But other than the tag match and the Samoa Joe and Booker T match, this looks like it could be a very good pay-per-view on card. So hopefully it'll turn out good. And yeah, that's it for my predictions.